Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today I want to do just a deep dive on this Tech Master Roshi right here, right? Now, he just came out on Global along with, Dokkan Fest Kid Goku as well as STR Demon King Piccolo, right? All three of these units just came out. I did a video on Kid Goku. I typically do that with a Dokkan Fest exclusive that's, coming to Global for the first time, right? I'll kind of do like another sort of video kind of looking at them. Now, the reason I want to do a video on Roshi here is because I've actually seen some people like, say he's not that good because his passive only activates one time. So, in case you guys aren't familiar, this Roshi gets a 628% attack buff on super attack, but only the first time he attacks, right? And then he also has 150% defense. But when he activates that 628% attack buff on the first time he super attacks, he also lowers his defense by 100%. And then he also does perform like a guaranteed crit. He guaranteed stuns himself and the enemy when he does the super attack. Like, it's just crazy. There's a whole bunch of stuff he does that quite honestly makes him, I think, a very interesting unit. Now, the thing about him that I think a lot of people don't realize is that he is an amazing defensive unit after his first super attack or before his first super attack, right? Like, it's because 150% defense, that's not a low number. And he's got almost 12,000 defense as well. So he's going to be a very strong defensive unit. Now, I think I probably will, in a second, I just want to go, we're in the Legendary Goku event. I haven't actually taken the Dragon Ball Saga / childhood, or, youth team into this event yet. I'm going to do that soon. Oh, okay, well, this is the rotation I wanted. The only issue is that, oh, we're going to get a super attack too. Ooh, okay. I would like to avoid getting a super attack with Roshi for now, because this is the rotation that I want to have him super attack on. But I do want, B-Pan's active skill to be active right there. So I'm actually going to slide him off. This will be good because at the end of the rotation, well, I don't think Goku could be stunned right here, but as long as B-Pan doesn't stun him right here, I'm not sure if he can be stunned. I don't think he can. Yeah, he can. Okay, cool. We'll be able to see Roshi's defense in action. I'd love to see Roshi get super attacked right here, actually. Brawl, by the way, would be a very good unit for this event if it did not end in an int phase at the end. Alright, so how much will he take from a super attack right here? And he takes... yeah, okay. There you go. Very impressive. That defense is going to allow him to skate through pretty much all events. Like, even in Super Battle Road, this Roshi, by the way, if you guys are not aware, I did videos with him. I took him into the Punching Bag event. I took him into Super Battle Road. I did 500 videos on this Roshi, but I do want to do another one just because, again, he is very, very good. And his defensive ability is very strong. But in particular, I find that the place where he might be the single most useful might be Dokkan Battlefield. Because in Dokkan Battlefield, you have those incredibly short fights, right? Very, very short. Usually, 2 turns, maybe 3 turns at the most. Now, in these fights, well, I mean, I guess besides Zamasu, right? But Global doesn't have to fight Zamasu anymore. Global has now moved on to the next kind of section of fights on Dokkan Battlefield. I'm actually hoping JP will get a new batch of fights on the next time Battlefield shows up. I'm really hoping. Okay, so I'm going to keep B-Pan and Brawl like this. I guess I'll go ahead and cut, and then we'll get back to a rotation where we have Roshi. And I want to have both of them kind of super buff up what Roshi's Mafuba is able to do. But Roshi, between his stunning and his sealing and his defense over in Dokkan Battlefield, he's going to become very, very helpful, very useful. Like, in particular, I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware at how annoying Great Saiyaman is, right? He basically one-shots you. Well, he can be sealed and stunned. So Roshi will guaranteed stun him for that turn, but then he also seals him for 2 turns so that Great Saiyaman will not be able to super attack for 2 turns. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go show that. Let me make sure, however, that our boy Roshi does not get a super attack right here. But that's the thing is, I've found it's not really that difficult to kind of hold off the super attack with Roshi, right? I found that it's actually quite easy to, you know, kind of hold it at bay until you really want to bust it out. And then, just in case anyone is curious, if you don't realize it, the reason Roshi stuns himself on super attack is so he does not get an additional and then get the 2 attacks with the 628% attack buff. That's the main reason. So let me cut to his next rotation where he will get that monster attack. Alright guys, so this is the rotation that we were looking for right here. Bra as well as LRB Pan, so our boy Roshi will get a sick, nasty attack stat right here. Now, of course, LRB Pan, you know, the way her active skill works, you know, she's going to give the biggest buff to units that get their, their attack buff, like, at the start of turn, right? Whereas Roshi gets his on super attack, so because of that, you know, he's not going to get the maximum buff from LRB Pan. But with Bra here giving the, you know, support type passive, that will allow him to get up to 4.89 million. So there you go. And sit down, Goku. Alright, so now let's go ahead and go over to Dokkan Battlefield, where I want to show what Roshi is capable of doing. Alright guys, so we're over here in Dokkan Battlefield. Now the Great Saiyaman boss is STR this time. I recommend just going, you know, mono-type teams and going, you know, with type advantage against some of these bosses. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to use Super Tech against Great Saiyaman here. Now, the strategy, okay, for leaders, I like to go with these two, because that gives me 8 ki at the start. Caulifla can't get her dodges here. Let me get Roshi. We want Roshi. We'll just do Supremo 5 time. Got Goku, I don't know, Tien, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, sure. So, again, the reason Roshi is going to be so crazy is because he is going to seal this dude for 2 turns, but then even, you know, on that same turn, he'll also stun him too. Okay, so we got him next rotation, so let me just not finish him off right away. Hopefully, hopefully Great Saiyaman does not, like, super right away, because even with Roshi's 150% defense, I don't think that's going to be enough for him to be able to survive. Now, here's the thing. I did give my Roshi, I believe, 15 dodge in the dupe system because the way the unit is set up, additionals don't help you, and then crits don't really help you either because, you know, he does a guaranteed crit on his big attack, and you can't additional on his big attack, and then after his big attack, he gets no attack buff whatsoever. So, you know, considering he's got 150% defense, which he's always going to have outside of his big attack, I really feel like he's a unit where giving him full dodge is definite. I think that's definitely the way to go with him. Giving him 15 dodge. Like, additionals and crits don't really help him that much. Like, they just don't. Because, again, he gets his 1 monster attack, which is a guaranteed crit anyway, which can additional. And then after that, you know, you got your extra dodges, which will be useful. So, here we go. By getting our boy Roshi right here, we are going to ensure... What's funny is all 3 of these units seal. But we're going to guarantee that Great Saiyaman does not get that one-hitter quitter off on us. Boop, sit down, and then look at that damage, dude. Like, 4.6 million damage dealt to Great Saiyaman. So, off the back of Roshi, like, doing that monster damage right there, plus the way we're going to keep this guy sealed into the next turn, we're going to be able to beat Great Saiyaman pretty easily, even though, you know, we don't have type advantage right here, right? Again, type advantage is the way to go in Dokkan Battlefield. Actually, we might actually die here. Well, I guess we showed the main thing that needed to be shown, right? But yeah, I think we're actually done. I should have kept LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku on rotation. I'm just curious. How much will Gogeta take? Oh. Okay. I actually thought he would take a lot more than that. Alright, well, we're good. So, alright, we showed him, like, in the Goku event. We showed him here in Dokkan Battlefield. I guess, let me just kind of go, like, do, like, one of those normal, like, sort of traditional breakdowns here, where I want to sort of go over, you know, all of his details in general. Like, I have, like, pretty much explained everything he does, but I still like doing that. I guess we'll finish this fight off as well. Let me see. I want to put Roshi in that first slot. I'm curious. Okay, right here. Maybe. Do they... What do they share? Oh, they share Fierce Battle. Okay, I'm curious. Let's see how much damage Roshi will be able to do right here. And then if our boy does super attack, how will Roshi be able to handle it? Will I get the dodge from my 15 dodge? Or you know, is he going to get one-shotted? Let's see. Oh, he didn't even super attack. Okay. And then what's the attack stat? 280,000. Yeah. Now, of course, that's not a category or anything, but there you go. Now he's sealed, so we don't even have to worry about Great Saiyaman getting a super attack off. Like, super attack is actually really good for this stage because you have so many sealers, right? Got Goku, Roshi. I mean, the Supreme Empire of Time is not a card you can rely on global because she's not out on global yet. I do think the Heroes cards probably will eventually, but, you know, can't rely on her yet. You can use the TEQ Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Metal Cooler movie, though. He's another option. You know, he can get, what is it, like a 50% chance to stun, which Great Saiyaman is susceptible to. So, all right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the details behind TEQ Master Roshi. All right, guys, so this right here is Mysterious Technique Master Roshi. Good, as in he's pretty much the only decent Master Roshi card in the game. You know, there is the SCR Baba Shop one who's solid, but remember, that's Master Roshi full power. I feel as though, could we eventually get like a Roshi transformation card? Maybe. So Roshi's leader skill is Dragon Ball Saga category key 3 on 120% of stats. And then he also gives super attack 3 key and 90% of stats. His super attack is the Evil Containment Wave, or Mafuba, which does supreme damage to the enemy and seals their super attack. So very good, he is a sealer. And his passive, Life Risking Resolve, he gets a 150% defensive buff at the start of turn, right? Then, one time only, he'll get a 628% attack buff, he'll lose 100% defense, he performs a guaranteed crit, he stuns himself and the enemy when performing a super attack. That's once only. So, after the big super attack, right, Roshi will, when he supers, he does not lose defense. That's only the first time you do it when you get the monster attack buff, right? That's an important part of his card, and that allows him to have very impressive defense after, you know, you do the one sort of nuke shot. So that's, again, very, very essential to remember that. So that way, you know, he's able to have decent defense throughout most of these fights. And he does work really well in things like Super Battle Road because, you know, he can pretty much, like, in Super Battle Road, he's going to take, like, if it's a fight with multiple enemies, he'll be able to take one of them down very quickly. Especially, like, you know, in one of the fights with, like, 5 enemies or so, Roshi will sit them down very, very fast. And then, you know, the sealing and the stunning also both very, very helpful. His links are Turtle School, Infighter, Supreme Warrior, Brainiacs, World Tournament Champion, The Incredible Adventure, and Fierce Battle. Now, one very annoying thing about this Roshi, I mean, I don't know why they decided to do this, but there's 2 Dragon Ball era links, right? The Incredible Adventure, which is a 2-key link, and then there's also Guidance of the Dragon Balls, which is a 20% attack link. Well, you know, Roshi has only got the Incredible Adventure, so he does not share Guidance of the Dragon Balls with, you know, again, pretty much all the units in the Dragon Ball Saga team actually have that link, except for Roshi, and I can't even think of another Dragon Ball Saga unit that does not have Guidance of the Dragon Balls. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe, do all the Arales have it? Yeah, I guess a lot of the Arales are units that would not have it. Okay, but like outside of the Arales then, right? Then Master Roshi's 12-key multiplier is 135%, which is interesting. You know, you don't usually see odd numbers like that. Pretty much nowadays, it's either 150%, 140%, or 130%. One of those 3, right? Now, interestingly, okay, so his 100% minus defense is calculated separately, so he'll always end up with 0 defense when performing that guaranteed super powerful attack. Okay, so even though, okay, I get it. So no matter what, he's going to have 0 defense, right? And then the last thing is, he is on the Dragon Ball Saga category team. Unfortunately, he is not on more than that. That does make sense to me. I mean, I don't know. I guess there's not really another category I could think of to where you could put him off the top of my head, because, like, this certainly is not a world tournament like version of Master Roshi. You know, when he participated in the world tournament, he was doing it as Jackie Chun, right? But then again, he does have the world tournament champion link as well, so I don't know. Regardless, though, this guy is a true monster, a true beast. Do not sleep on him. He is very, very good. If you pull him, he'll be very useful in all the difficult modes, which is very important. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.